Hello explorers, thanks for joining us again and welcome back to our channel. If you are joining us for the first time, we want to thank you for watching. In this episode, I will be diving into a very important interview that was done by one of Africa's leading statesmen, the former president of Nigeria, Mr. Olusegun Obasanjo. In the interview, Mr. Obasanjo was uncompromising. The president laid it clear like never before seen, and myself watching that video, I was shocked. Also, the president talked about Africa's global perspective regards the war in Ukraine. I will play the video in a moment, but first, the former president talked about Africa's interaction with its global partners, talking about the intervention in Libya. Secondly, he went ahead and dived into the activities that happened in the country of Rwanda, the genocide. The president also clearly illustrated his analysis with regards to the issue in the apartheid in South Africa, the United States interaction with the continent of Africa, and more importantly, he dived into some important issues regarding Africa's global perspective on the war in Iraq. And he went ahead to talk about other very important specifics looking at Africa's interaction with the country of Cuba and the United States concerning Fidel Castro. This man was pretty clear. He never held back. He clearly laid out it like never before seen. So I will encourage you to watch this interview to the end as we will be diving into bringing more analysis. So without any more delay, let's just roll the clip and we will join you on the other side.
At a stage, when we started moving, we were moving with our development partners. We were getting on together. But a few things then happened that did not make us get to where we should get. The togetherness, the collective action that we were having was broken when it came to the issue of Libya. And that was unfortunate because we believe that we could handle the issue of Libya if left in our hands. And I will say this on a number of occasions. When issues were taken from us, from our hands, when we thought we could handle them, and we are not allowed to handle them, how do I put it? They are not handled well. Let me put it mildly. Libya was one. The genocide in Rwanda was badly handled. And we could give examples like that. And when they are mishandled, then we are left with a mess in our hand. We haven't got out of the mess of Libya. But we were able, by and large, to handle, because we were handling it together, but we were in the forefront. We were able to handle the issue of apartheid in South Africa. And we succeeded. So what then happened? I believe that by and large, when I was military head of state, for instance, the way we worked together with the three of us that I mentioned, Thabo Mbeki, myself, and Bouteflika, was unprecedented. And if we had any problem, I would jump inside my plane, I will visit the three of them, and we will agree, and whatever we agreed upon, we carry out. We carry the rest of Africa along with us. I will take care of West Africa and part of Central Africa and Gaddafi. I had to take, because Bouteflika will say, no, you handle Gaddafi. And then President Thabo Mbeki will handle Southern Africa, East Africa, and then, of course, the other thing that came in, if I may say, I'm going now, not just Africa and with the leadership in Africa by itself, but Africa and our development partners. But here, let me give one that we found difficult. America was not happy with the man in Iraq. What is
Saddam.
Saddam Hussein. And the Egyptian president sent an SOS message to me, and I went to Cairo. And he said, look, we have a problem in our hand. I said, what is the problem? He said, Hussein is a difficult man. We all know that. But he has maintained stability in his country and in the region. Until we can get a replacement for Hussein, let us appeal to our American partner and friend to see how best we can handle this. And then I came here. And I made the presentation. And the presentation was thought a good presentation. But then the answer was, good presentation, but whether you are with us or not, we have made up our mind and our plan to go for Saddam Hussein. And that was what happened. Of course, the mess of removing Saddam Hussein is still with us till today, just like the one of Libya. Now, so what then do? We find ourselves holding together well as much as possible, especially with the coming into existence of AU and the new constitutive act of AU. We were able to work a little bit collectively together, but we also, on the economic side, we had greater inflow, if I can put it that way, from China into Africa. And that helped us. I think we must admit that, particularly for the first decade of this century. Our products get higher price, our commodities. Well, of course, our Western partners were not too happy. Not only were not too happy, even what they say to us was demeaning. Oh, how are you getting on with your new colonial masters? Who are the new colonial masters? China. If China decides to buy things from us, why do they become our colonial master? If they decide to help us with infrastructure, do they become our colonial master as a result of that? If China is holding huge amount of American treasury bills, does that make China a colonial master of America? And well, I believe this was not in good taste.
How does Africa play its role with regards to this global interaction with its partners? As we all see what's happening in Niger, across the West African region. Hopefully, we've informed you with regards to Africa's interaction with its global partners, the complication with regards to the strategic relationship, and let us know what you think with regards to the president's perspective with regards to Libya, South Africa, Rwanda, Cuba, and also Iraq. And more importantly, what do you think on how Africa should approach this relationship? We want to thank you for watching. If you are new here, we encourage you to check some of our informative video on this YouTube channel. We are looking forward to meeting you soon in our next episode. Give us a like, and we would definitely appreciate that. We are looking ahead, and have a good day. Bye-bye.